Welcome to Shul.com. We are learning the Chok L'Yisrael Lech Lecha Yom Rishon, and we are reading from the Halacha Shulchan Aruch Yore DeAh Siman Shin Lamed Dalet. There are 24 things that a person goes to NIDUY for. So what are the 24 things? We're going to read the Shulchan Aruch. Aleph. Al-Isim Be'arba'a Devrim Min Adin Et Ha'adam. These are the 24 things that a ban and NIDUY is placed on a person. Ve'eluhin Hamevazeh Et HaChacham Afilu La'achar Moto. Someone who makes fun of a hacham even after he passes away. Number 2, Hamevazeh Shaliach Bet Din. Someone who makes fun of a shaliach of the court, the Bet Din. Hakoreh Lahavero Eved. Someone who calls his friend a slave. That's number 3. Number 4, Hamezalzel Bedavar Echa Medivrei Sofrim. He makes fun of one of the things that the rabbis created. Ve'en tzarich lomar medivrei Torah. Of course, that would reference something in the Torah. Here, if it's something from the rabbis, which is on seemingly a lower level than the Torah itself, that would also be NIDUY. Hey, number 5, Mi sheshalechu lo bedin vekav'u lo zman velo ba. Someone where the Bet Din sent to him to come and he didn't arrive. Number 6, Mi shelo kibel alav et hadin min adin oto ad sheyitin. Someone who didn't accept the court's verdict on him. He has a ban of the NIDUY until he complies. 7. If someone has something hazardous or dangerous around him, they put the NIDUY until he removes that from his possession. 8. If someone sells karka, land, to a nochri, Gentile, minadin oto, he's in NIDUY until he accepts the responsibility of all the harm to his Jewish neighbor that was the Baal HaMetzad, who had the adjoining property and had the first right to purchase it, but he didn't grant to him. 9. Hameid al Yisrael be'archaot shel nochrim ve'hotzim mimenu mamon be'eduto shelo kedin minadin oto ad she'ishalim. If someone took someone to the archaot, which is the courts of the Gentiles, and he was successful in removing money from another Jew through his testimony, but not according to the Jewish law, they put NIDUY until he returns that money to the other Jew that he took it from the not Jewish court. Number 10, Tabach Kohen she'enu mafrish hamatanot venotenam lekohen acher minadin oto ad sheyitin. So, if this is number 10, if a slaughterer, Tabach, he's a Kohen, and he doesn't give his matanot to another Kohen, they put NIDUY on him. He says that because he's a Kohen, he doesn't give it to another Kohen. That's seemingly what he was doing. 11. Hamechalel yom tov sheni shel goliyot af al pi shehu minhag. He ends up making a desecration on the second day of the holiday, because it's only a custom the second day. It's not from the original law. Yud bet. Someone who after chatzot, after the certain hour on Erev Pesach, he's still doing melacha. Yud gimel. 13. Hamaskir shem shamayim lebatala o leshvuah b'divrei havai. So someone who mentions the name of God for no reason, the batala, he desecrates it, or for a swear, b'divrei havai. A swear for nonsense. He says, "I swear I didn't park my car there." We don't say words like that. We don't do swears. We don't do promises. We avoid all these types of things. Number Yud Dalet. 14. Hamevit harabim l'dei achilat kadashim b'chutz. Someone who causes many people to eat things of kedusha outside of the temple, the Beit Hamikdash. Number 15. Hamevit rabim l'dei chilul Hashem. Someone who causes mass amount of people in order to desecrate the name of God. This is now number 16. Someone who calculates the years and the months outside of Israel. Number 17. Someone who causes somebody blind in order to stumble. This could be not only someone physically blind, but the Chachamim, someone that don't think about someone blind. It's if you know information that could help somebody, and you know that by telling him the information you could save him, protect his money, protect his family, protect his inconvenience, or from something of that nature, then you have an obligation to help him, especially if he's your Jewish brother. You know that if you by you telling him something, you're going to help save him from a tremendous amount of issues. And I try to always share information of people sharing tactics and things in order to help, because more often than not, you'd be surprised when you share this information, you're protecting people. Let's look at number 18. He prevents the people, the masses, from doing mitzvot. Number 19. Tabach is a slaughterer here. So it says here that the slaughterer, who a non-kosher animal came out from under his hand. Interesting that a tabach that has a non-kosher animal, he has this nidui. Number 20. Tabach shelo hir'a b'dikat sakinun chacham, a slaughterer who didn't show the knife to a wise hacham. 21. Hamkashe atzmo lada'at, somebody who deliberately causes himself an erection in order while looking at the wrong things. Number 22. Hamgaresh ishto v'asu beno ubena shutafut o masa matan hamevi'an lihazakik ze laze keshavo'u lebeit din min adinotam. So he's a person who divorced his wife, but they made between them a partnership in some business that they end up having to be around each other all the time, even after they are divorced. That the Beit Din doesn't like that. 23. Chacham sheshemu'ato ra'ah. That's number 23. That's saying a Chacham that they have bad reports on him. 24. Hamenadeh demi she'eno hayav nidui. Somebody who uses these types of actions to put nidui on someone who doesn't need nidui, he ends up putting himself in nidui. So Hamenadeh demi she'eno hayav nidui, he ends up being the 24th one. And then Haggah says, En tzedachim de'inyan nidui edut uraya berura ela omed hadan ba'amitut hadevarim sha'atoveya to'en badi va'az afilu isha afilu katan ne'eman im hadat noten she'emet hadavar. So he says here that the declaration of this ban doesn't require testimony or clear evidence, but only the judgment of common sense concerning the truth of a matter of a plaintiff complaining, it's clear to me. And then even a woman or minor is relied upon if it makes sense that the matter is true. Okay, and that is the 24 reasons as to why a person can go in nidui. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen.